seeing the extraordinary people, the farmers and fishermen, the factory workers and forestry workers, the hardworking people, the soldiers who protect our country and keep it glorious and free. They reminded me of the Canadian promise, the promise that anyone from anywhere could do anything, that hard work would get you a powerful paycheck that bought affordable food, gas, and homes in safe neighborhoods. A country where it didn't matter where you came from. It mattered where you were going. It didn't matter who you knew. It mattered what you could do. That's the country that I inherited. I was born of humble means and raised by school teachers. The country my wife came to as a refugee from Venezuela, 6 people in a 2-bedroom basement apartment in Montreal, but look at the success they've enjoyed. That was the Canadian promise. But after 9 years of the NDP Liberals, that promise is broken. Everything costs more because of money printing deficits that destroy our money and our dollar, and high taxes that punish work and destroy paychecks. A carbon tax that's now 17 cents a litre, which the NDP Liberals have voted and budgeted to increase to 61 cents a litre. That tax increase would grind our economy to a halt. The trucks and trains that deliver the goods to our supermarkets would stop rolling. Their drivers would be unemployed. The factories that ship their goods in those trucks and trains would shut down. It would be like a nuclear winter for our economy if the Trudeau NDP Liberal agenda of hiking the carbon tax to 61 cents a litre were to go ahead. Now, hard work doesn't pay. You earn it, the NDP Liberals take it from you. Housing costs have doubled. Faster rising housing prices in Canada than in any other G7 country. Now 25 to 45% more expensive. We have middle-class workers living in cars and tents. Tent cities have now become common in every single center across this country where they never existed before in once pristine and beautiful community parks. We now have people living in tents, either because they can't afford homes or because the radical NDP Liberal agenda of flooding our communities with taxpayer-funded and decriminalized hard drugs has addicted our people, leaving them lying on pavement, their contorted bodies, half lifeless. Maybe they will be among, maybe they are among the 44,000 people who have died of overdoses in the last 9 years of this chaotic policy. Our borders have lost all their security. 99% of shipping containers go uninspected. That's where all the drugs and guns come in, leading to a 120% increase in gun violence under Justin Trudeau's radical agenda of banning hunting rifles while allowing criminals to run free. Catch and release criminal justice has made us all lose our security. Now, Jagmeet Singh, who supported all these policies, in fact pushed for them to happen, says that Justin Trudeau is radioactive. And right before the by-elections, Singh suddenly had a change of heart, or so he said, publishing a video claiming that he was no longer in the Costly Coalition. Well, let's look at the wording. The Costly Coalition is called a Supply and Confidence Agreement. So if you're pulling out, you have to vote non-confidence. If you don't, you're still in the agreement. No matter what your video stunt would have everyone else believe. So the question that Jagmeet Singh has been asked 31 times in the last week, and he has refused to answer, is whether he will vote non-confidence to trigger a carbon tax election. Now, why is that? Well, let's just inspect the timing here for a second. He did his video 2 days before voting started in those by-elections, trying to trick people into thinking he was no longer part of the coalition. The by-elections will be held on Monday, after which he can just change his mind and go back to voting to keep Trudeau in power. So I have an announcement and a challenge. I'm announcing that Common Sense Conservatives will put forward a non-confidence motion at the earliest possible opportunity. And I'm asking Jagmeet Singh and the NDP to commit unequivocally before Monday's by-elections. Will they vote non-confidence to bring down the costly coalition and trigger a carbon tax election? Or will Jagmeet Singh sell out Canadians again? Which will it be? It's put up or shut up time for the NDP. There will be a carbon tax election, and in it, Canadians will decide whether they keep the NDP Liberals in power to tax your food, punish your work, double your housing cost, unleash crime, chaos, drugs, and disorder on our streets. Will they vote for a 61-cent a litre carbon tax? Or will they elect a common-sense Conservative government that will axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime? And we need to bring them down now, because otherwise carbon tax Carney's agenda will predominate.